Hello, everyone. We're here today in the Communications Center for the Tennessee Department of Corrections, and we all know how important communications is in our department, and this is truly the hub of communications for the department. You know, most of our calls and incidents are filtered through this area, and not many people have been here, but we want to give everyone just a chance to see it today, and we're here today to talk to two of our finest, Corporal Phillips and Probation and Parole Officer Jenkins. Also want to speak to the staff that, you know, we got the holidays coming up. Christmas is close at hand, and many of you will be working in our facilities and in our communities. You'll be missing family functions. And as someone who has been there before and wore the uniform and has worked on Christmas and holidays, it's not easy, but I just want you to know how much I appreciate your dedication to the job and to our mission in the department, and to the people you work with each and every day at that facility, whether it be a prison or in the community at a probation office. Thank you for what you do. It means a lot to me as commissioner, but it also means a lot to the citizens of this state. Again, thank you for the work you do. So today I'm here with two of our best, Corporal Phillips and Probation Parole Officer Jenkins. Welcome to Central Office.
Sir.
Tell me, we'll start with you, Corporal. What's on your mind? Is there anything you'd like to talk to me about? Any questions related to the job?
As a STG investigator at DeBerry, I was concerned about cell phone jamming. And what the concerns would be as a institutional investigator in the gang part of it. That's one of our main concerns is cell phones.
You know, we always find cell phones tied to gang activity in most cases, and a lot of times people will say, well, cell phones are, you know, people use them to communicate with their families, and that's not really the case. We find that most illegal cell phone activity in our prisons is used for illicit activity, whether it be drugs or whatever the case may be. We're working on that. We're closely working with FCC to try to find a solution. Many people promote what's called managed access. I'm not a believer in managed access. It costs a lot of money. Mississippi has used it for years, and it does not work. I'm a big advocate for micro jamming of cell phone signals. I think that is the future. That's the way. But we have to get the FCC to approve that, because right now it's against the law. There's a law, Federal Communications Act of 34, prevents us from using any type of equipment that jams signals. But I'll tell you this. The legislature in Tennessee and a lot of the legislators the congressmen understand the issue. We're making more headway moving in that direction. I know you guys need the tools. I mean, just think about what kind of change it would make in our department in the prisons alone if we didn't have to worry about contraband cell phones anymore. Make our jobs a lot easier. You guys do a great job tracking STG activity and the members, but we need to do more to support you in the field, and we're working on that right now. And there's some federal legislation that's out there that we're hopeful will move forward and hopefully give us some tools that we need as a State Department to fight the issue of cell phones in our prisons.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what about in the probation and parole area? Any issues, any things that you'd like to talk about?
Yes, sir. I know last year that the correctional officers got their raise for, you know, their pay and everything, and I want to know what's in the works for our probation and parole officers.
You know, this issue came up yesterday at the budget hearing, and last year we had asked for the raises for both the correctional officers and the probation officers early on. We realized early on that we were not going to be able to fund both of those. The Correctional Officer Series received a raise last year, a significant raise. This year, we made the promise last year that would be the number one priority. Probation, community supervision officers would be the priority this year in our budget to try to get you up to at least a midpoint level for pay. Right now, your salary is not enough for the job you do. Your job requires a degree. You carry a weapon every day in the community. You're a commissioned law enforcement officer in the state. So I feel very confident that we'll see a pay raise this year for our community supervision division. If it does not happen, it won't be because we didn't ask. I feel confident that the administration is going to support us on this, and I'm hopeful that, and pretty confident the General Assembly will do the same, because they understand that to put individuals in the community under supervision, we have to have officers like yourself to supervise those people. To get those individuals to work, we have to be able to hire probation officers, and right now it's very difficult. I appreciate the job you do. How long have you been with the department?
I've been with the department 3 years now.
Yeah, well, thank you for the job you do.
No problem.
But I feel confident that we will see a significant pay increase for our probation and parole officers. We're going to try to get you guys up to like a midpoint range in the Southeastern Conference where we're competitive in the area. So we're working hard on that, and I appreciate you sticking it out with us until we get that accomplished. So as we get ready to wind down today, again, let me publicly say thank you for what you do. But, our mission really is to enhance public safety. A question I would have for both of you is, how are we working collaboratively to meet that mission? You're in prisons and you're in the community, and do you think we're doing a good job, and where are we at on that?
Yes, sir. I believe we're doing a really good job in collaborating with probation and parole. That I know you said before that it costs us $80 to keep
An offender
incarcerated.
in the prisons, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's true.
And I know with the programs and everything, it helps us get them ready to release to outside to turn them over to probation and parole.
Right. That's really the goal of our prison side of the house, is to safely house these people and prepare them to go home back to our communities.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And it's $80 a day inside, it's $4 a day outside. And piggybacking off of what they do inside the prisons, we also get the offenders enrolled in programs. That way they're successful, whether it's drug treatment or even finding mental health help, and also just making sure they are in line with the rules of supervision. It's just one flow coming from inside to out. We just make sure that everything continues to go great with them and do everything we can while they're on the outside.
Well, and we know when they're successful at home, you have a better public safety outcome in Tennessee. We have less victims, you have a safer Tennessee, and I just want both of you to know your divisions play an important role in that, in meeting our mission of primarily enhancing public safety in Tennessee. Let me again say thank you for what you do. You represent the thousands of staff that we have working in the field, both in our prisons and in the community. I admire you all, and I appreciate the work you do so much. You really are the backbone of this department, and we appreciate everything you all do for Tennessee. Thank you for being with us today. It was good talking to you.